that White House visit, what do you see the focus being? Will it be a discussion about reopening with the president? What will the focus of that visit be?
Testing. And what does testing mean, and how do we do it, and how can the federal government work in partnership with the states? Just basically, because this is all new. And look, it's a situation that is very difficult. And it is a situation where, however you do it, it's going to be a blame game afterwards. I heard the president in his briefing the other day. He's right. This is one of those thankless tasks. Trust me. It is one of those tasks where when you get to the end of it, everybody's going to be able to say, you didn't do enough, you didn't do enough, you didn't do enough. So I get the instinct to distance yourself from it, right? But it is a situation where you need everybody to work together, and you need to understand quickly who's in a better position to do what. From my point of view, I think the federal government has to take that national manufacturer supply chain issue. God bless Governor Hogan, but you shouldn't expect all these governors to go run around and do an international supply chain while they're trying to put together their testing protocol in their state, coordinating their labs, how many tests in Buffalo, how many tests in Albany. Then I have to put together an army of tracers. That's thousands of people. It's never been done before. I'll take all of that. Just don't give me guilt and make me look bad to my family and my state when Governor Hogan goes to South Korea and buys all the test kits.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.